My name is David Shin, and I'm the chair of the religion department at Weimar University. And several months ago, Dr. Neil Nedley called me and asked me if I'd be willing to be a backup chaplain for Pastor McIntosh in the depression and anxiety program held on the campus of Weimar University.
My name is Dr. Joshua Fleming, and I came to do a fellowship in depression and anxiety and lifestyle medicine with Dr. Nedley here at Weimar University. And during the year, about every month, we have depression and anxiety recovery programs.
And the program is a series of 10 days where it's total immersion. And so as I sat there with Pastor McIntosh, I was just blown away at the transformation in a series of days that took place in the lives of the individuals.
And what I learned was to approach anxiety and depression from the perspective of an internal medicine doctor. And when looking at it, you're actually addressing what is the cause. I would say that my experience here has taught me that those patients that I once thought were not healable, the unhealable patients are actually healable. And the patients that seem to be unreachable are actually reachable. And so if I was to sum it up, those would be probably the main points that I learned and I will take with me for the rest of my time practicing medicine. And now some people might say, well, that's great that it works for Dr. Nedley and Pastor Don as a team. And it is true, it really does work that way. And I had my doubts about whether it could work without them.
What happened was, just a few weeks ago, I get a call that Pastor Don is not able to be at the next depression recovery program and that I'm on with Dr. Fleming.
As I worked with Pastor David Shin, we had the opportunity to utilize these methods that we had learned and implement them on our own.
Which means that for the first time ever, Dr. Neil Nedley and Pastor McIntosh would not be present. The question that was always looming in our minds was, is this program possible without Dr. Neil Nedley and without Pastor McIntosh? And that was the looming question. We come to the night of the burning, which is Wednesday night, in which these individuals take the things from their past and they burn it and have a testimony. And at that burning, we saw the power of God come upon these individuals in making decisions for Jesus to let go of their past and allow the Lord to heal them. And that night, Dr. Fleming and myself sat in the car after the burning, and we looked at each other, and we knew that we still had a few more days to go through, but we received confirmation that evening that this was indeed possible without Dr. Neil Nedley and Pastor McIntosh. In other words, the principles can be applied with other individuals, and we saw that demonstrated. We come to the end of the program, there were baptisms, there were decisions that were made for Christ, and there were victories in this area on the physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual realm. And we saw the power of God move in this last program without Dr. Neil Nedley and Pastor McIntosh, indicating that these principles can work with people like me.
And to our pleasant surprise, we saw that it could actually work. It doesn't just have to be two geniuses working together to make it work. It can work with anyone that prayerfully and intelligently applies these principles. And so that was really encouraging. And so I'm eternally grateful for that, and grateful for the experience that I had while I was here at Weimar.
And so I just wanted this to be an encouragement to you as physicians, as workers, that this is possible by the grace of God, and that I believe that through this demonstration of the right hand of the gospel with gospel ministry put together, that wonderful and powerful things can take place. It's my vision and my dream that every church would have this type of ministry in combination with medical individuals, with physicians, and people with counseling backgrounds that would be able to be teaming up with pastors for taking the gospel to the world in this generation.